within our ad account, you can see this is running. Now the top of funnel is what we call our SYN one. Essentially what it's doing is taking us through a video. You've already recorded this video. It's about 2 to 3 minutes in length. And this video is speaking directly to your avatar, directly to your audience. So our audience, more than anything, is business owners. So what we're testing right now, specifically within our ads, is in order to create it, this is what we're going to do. So this is our top of funnel. You can see here what we have is we have our campaigns. Now the campaigns is essentially what you're setting up, and it controls the entire the entire campaign itself, and it controls the actual top of funnel ad. Now your ad sets are where you're going to want to put essentially your target audience, and I'm going to walk you through essentially how to do this and how to set one up from scratch. But right now, what I want to do more than anything is kind of give you a high level overview and a look through of essentially what we're doing when we're setting up these ads. So within these ads, you can see here, these are my ad sets, and I have them named by the people that we're targeting. So I have my campaign, which is my top of funnel, which is my ad, my SYN, and then I have it segmented by avatar or by the people that I'm targeting. You can see here I'm targeting lead generation business owners. I am targeting my Infusionsoft contact list. So that is what they call a lookalike audience. We'll get into that in the next few weeks. That comes into middle of funnel. And then we have lead generation. So that's my lookalike audience from my contact list. So actually, yeah, sorry, this is my contacts. These are my lookalike audiences. And these are page admins. So anyone that identifies on Facebook as a page admin, I'm targeting them on Facebook with an ad. And my ad is $5 daily. I'm running it on each ad set. And then you can see here when I go in here, click here. You can see this is where my ad set. So say for example, I have an ad set and I want to run multiple creatives on that actual ad set. I could do that. So say for example, I wanted to test, page admins. I wanted to run ads directly to a page admin. I could do that. So I could essentially take a page admin and then run multiple ad sets. So I could change up my creative, I could change up my ad copy, and essentially what you're going to want to do is, say for example, you wanted to do that, you would make sure that your campaign is selected here. You click there, and you can see one is selected. You click your ad sets. So that right here is my business owners. So that's checked as well. And then if I wanted to add another ad set, say for example, I wanted to target multiple users, or I wanted to change my ad copy or change my creative. Essentially what I would do is I would click duplicate, and I would duplicate the audience. And this would allow me to, the only thing I would change here is just either my creative. So I could change my post, or I could change my ad copy. Now this is a little bit different because I am using an existing post, and I'll get into that, but we're just going to start at a really high level. But I kind of wanted to take you through kind of the process of what it looks like before we start from scratch. So this is essentially what it'll look like. I'm going to delete this copy here really quick. And then, yeah, you can see here, this is spending $5 a day on that ad. And then the ad sets are spending. Okay, so where we're moving now is we are going to move into we're going to move into like actually starting an ad. So this is you will have to kind of figure out who your target audience is, and that's kind of the steps that we did last week to identify who our audience was. But we're going to create a top funnel ad together. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start from the very beginning. I am going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm going to click this. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to copy this here. So what you're going to do from very beginning, so this is your back end of your ad account. What you're going to do is you're going to click create. And what create does is it gives you the ability to choose objectives. So you can see here that you have brand awareness, you have consideration, and you have conversions. Now, for the sake of essentially the funnel that we're setting up, the only thing you got to focus on in the top of funnel is video views. So what we're going to do here is a consideration, and we want to name our campaign. So when we name our campaign, how it works is, we type it in. You want to make sure you know exactly what the campaign looks like. So right now you have top of funnel, You know, our focus, we'll put here in here 50% video views, because that's our objective, is I want to get 50% video views. I can actually even take that out. I don't have to put that. Essentially, I would just put sin1, or here we'll name it problem 1. And the issue with the video that I have is, you know, clients with lead generation issues. And then we'll just do that. So now we're at top of funnel. We're at problem 1 and lead generation. So this brings us, all we do is we click continue. And I'm actually going to go back to objective. One of the biggest things you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure you copy this, because you want to use it throughout the through the actual setting up the ad. So the next step is you're going to go continue. From here, we're going to go top of funnel lead generation. And what we're going to do now is we're going to figure out who our target audience is. So right now within the ad set section is I'm going to want to target page admins. So when I'm targeting page admins, essentially what that looks like and how that works is I'm going to want to figure out from here, the custom audience section hasn't come in yet because we're at top of funnel. So this is brand new traffic. They've never been targeted before. Essentially what I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to want to just target page admins. So say for example, my audience is, I'm going all over Canada. I don't care where they are in Canada. I just want to focus on, you know, business owners, specifically page admins. And say for example, I know that my target audience is 25 to, let's say 65 plus, just for the sake of time here. What we're going to do from here is we're going to get into detailed targeting. So what I'm going to type in here is I'm going to type in page admin. So I can see here Facebook page admin, and then I'm going to type in page admin here. And you want to dive in a little deep and figure out who your target audience is. So say for example, your target audience is, and you can go in here and you can go to suggestions, and you can actually browse. Say for example, your target audience is mothers between the ages of 40 to 55. And we can actually dive a little deeper into that as well. So say for example, we not only have mothers, we get to a point where we know specifically their relationship status. So say for example, we know we're going after, you know, married mothers. So we know that. And then say for example, we know, we could know the fact that our offer is, you know, we know that they have kids. We can target them that way as well. So there's so many different ways, and you just kind of have to go through and browse and figure out who you're, the biggest thing, as I always say, is test and learn and figure out what sub-segment is working on Facebook and what's not. So it's all about testing and learning and figuring out what will work and what doesn't work within in that. But we've already kind of dove into specifically who your avatar is. So if you have any questions, throw them in the group in regards to targeting, and maybe I can help you out a little bit that way. Now the next element and the next thing that we want to do here, I'm going to delete that, is as we're moving forward, like I said, go in, make sure that we have demographics, interests, behaviors, all that good stuff. Just browse and figure out what works and what doesn't work. In the time of the top of funnel, we want to make sure that we don't add in too many, detailed targets all at once, because we want to figure out and dive into who's actually consuming my ads. So the biggest thing in the top of funnel is we want to test things. So we want to know, say for example, I want to run one ad set maybe as business page admins, and then I'm going to run another ad set, and I'm going to show you how to do that, how to duplicate an ad specifically just targeting people that have business owner in their job title, and we'll go through that, and I'll show you how to do that as well, how to duplicate an audience. Now the biggest thing, what I always recommend in the top of funnel is I want good quality views out of the gate. So I always edit placements out of the gate, and in the middle of the funnel we'll get into kind of why I change up the middle of the funnel. But in the top of the funnel, what I do here is I make sure that I'm only advertising in the feed. Now, if your video is over a minute, we're not going to be able to advertise on Instagram. Depending on your target audience, you might want to create, a 1-minute version of the video you've already created, if you can, and then you could run it on Facebook and Instagram. But I'm only going to run it in Instagram in the feed. because on Instagram stories, it's only 15 seconds. So that being said, I'm going to focus right now on the Facebook feed, because that's where I get the most quality traffic in the top of funnel, because I want people to watch 50% of my video in the top of funnel, specifically in the feed. I find like we get shoddy traffic when we start to go into in-stream videos and we start to do native and banner. You can see that right here. We just don't get good leads out of and good traffic out of that. So we just leave it. Next element here, you can see, we're not going to exclude anyone yet because there's really no point. We're still at top of funnel. And then this is where you kind of need to figure out what your budget is. And this is something that I said at the beginning of the training is like, how much are you going to invest over the next 60 days in order to, realize your business growth? And, you have to figure out what your budget is. Say for example, you have I always recommend daily budget. If you want to do lifetime budget, you can. You just have to make sure that if you do daily budget, to shut the ads off. If you don't want to do it, because it's going to set it as run my ad set continuously starting today. So what I'm going to do from here is I am going to type in $5 a day. So, $5 a day is pretty reasonable. You're looking at over the course of, 30 days. My math is not good. 5 times 3, $150. I think I'm right. Regardless, over the course of the next 30 days, my funnel and how I want to set it up is I want to set up, 85% of my budget I want to spend in top of funnel, 85% of my budget I want to spend at top of funnel, 10% I want to spend at middle of funnel, and then bottom of funnel I want to spend about 5% of my budget, because I want to get qualified leads more than anything. So I'm driving majority of my traffic through this way. So daily budget, $5. And then what I do from here is you can choose to optimize for through play or 10-second video. Don't optimize for 2-second views. Like you just get shoddy leads and shoddy traffic that way. So through play or 10-second video views is the recommendation that I would do. Through play, is usually optimized for 15 seconds. Videos that are 15 seconds or shorter. I usually optimize for 10-second video views. I just find like this is newer. So I usually optimize for 10-second video views. Bid strategy, you don't need to worry about all that good stuff. Don't worry about that stuff right now. Click continue. When you get to continue, so now we're you can see it in the corner here. So campaign, ad set, ad. So now we're in the ad section. So this is actually where you curate the ad. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go top funnel problem 1, lead generation. So that's what I'm going to name the actual ad itself, similar to the campaign. And then from here, what I want to do is I want to upload my video. So now how this is going to work is now, say for example, the content that you've posted natively to your platform already, and I recommend doing that, because if you post it natively to your platform, it's organic, social, it's great, it's good for you, and you get to keep what they call the social proof. And essentially what social proof is it's say for example, any of the likes, the comments, all that good stuff is actually stays on the post as it gets shared. So if you've ever seen an ad and it has like 300-400 likes or comments, that ad essentially has the ability to carry the social proof. So essentially what we're doing here is we're going to browse the library. So say for example, I'm going to try to find my page here. I know my top of funnel video was around leads. So that is this one right here. So I can click continue, and that will bring up this here. Now you can see here that, okay, you don't see any likes. You don't see anything like right here, any comments, but this has likes and comments on the actual video. So to change that, what I'm going to do is, rather than setting it up this way, how I'm going to change it from this portion in order to make sure that I have the actual video, is I change it from create ad to use existing post. And then what I can do here is I can actually select a post or enter a post ID, and I'll show you how to get into that in a second. So say for example, I want to select the post ID, I can actually go in and find through my Facebook page, and I can find the videos that I have posted. You just kind of have to search through a little bit here. If you've already posted it and you have a little bit of social proof on the actual video, we do. Clients believe in long-term relationships. That's the wrong one. So it's this one I want here. So I can click continue. Since I posted it natively, I've already actually physically set it up that way. So difficulty generating leads for your business, yada, yada, exhausted all your options, gone to every networking event. Yeah, so that's my ad here. So my ad, my focus at the top of funnel is a few things. Now this video, because I'm already running it, this is a bad example, but because I'm already running it in an ad, I can't use it as a, I'm already running the ad. I'd have to duplicate it. So that's why you don't see any options to physically add the content. So I'm going to show you, like, it all depends. So like if you can post it organically, but you want to run the ad itself. So what you're going to do here is I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to delete this post. I'm going to actually create the ad from day one. Say, for example, you haven't posted it before. That's how you would post it if you've already posted it organically to your channel. The issue right now, generally what you would see, say, for example, was a video here. I'll just pull up a different video, actually. We're going to change the post. A video that I have never ran an ad on. So let's do this. So now, okay, so this is a better example. So I've already posted this. This is on my page. Because I already ran the ad on the last video that I just showed you, I couldn't add a call to action, but I can on this. So I, for example, can learn more. I could type in my www.studioptbo.com/lead generation. I can do that here. And then it update post. And that's where it would drive the, what's happening with this? This is a bad post too. I apologize here. I'm going to change the post because this was a shared post. I hope this isn't a shared post. This is a shared post as well. Let's find one that's not a shared post here. Okay, here's not a shared post. Add action button. We're just going to put a www.studioptbo.com. And there you go. There's your learn more button. Now, something I want to show you really quickly here before you post anything, or after you post, I'll show you that after, how to actually comment. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll take this content and they will like post comments in the actual section. I'm going to show you how to like manage comments after as well. So top of funnel, we're all good to go there. I'm going to actually show you how to create an ad. So say, for example, you haven't posted the video to your page yet. This is the first time. You essentially are going to select the video. So I'm going to upload the video. That's if it's not connected to your page yet. But say, for example, it's connected to my page already, and I don't care about the social proof. I'm going to run the ad anyways. What I can do is I can run the ad here. I changed the copy. So, my copy is, are you having difficulty generating leads for your business? Question mark. And then yada yada, and then you already have the ad copy framework. I think it was something along the lines of like, you've exhausted all your options, you've gone to all networking events, you've done everything possible. Essentially, what I want to do now is I want to drive them into a Facebook group. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to essentially find my Facebook group section. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to go into Facebook, because you got to remember, at the top of funnel, the goal at the end of the day is to get them into a Facebook group, because I want to communicate with them via Facebook group, and I want to show them that I'm in a group with a bunch of other people and I'm teaching them. Are you having difficulty generating leads for your business? Join the Facebook group, or whatever, however I want to word that. Keep the copy short though, is the biggest thing that I would say, is don't overdo the copy. It's just one of those things where if you overdo the copy, it just like it does, like, you want to get, the goal is to get people to watch the video. So you don't want to have long copy here. Long copy is going to come in a few weeks, where we talk about how we structure long form sales copy. So, and then from there, if I wanted to drive people, I can't actually add I can't drive to, like, I'll show you here as an example. It won't actually let me run this, I believe. I think I tried this the other day to see if there was a working around. I don't believe I can actually run the website URL like as like learn more to go to the Facebook group. It like times out of me, but give it a whirl. You might be able to do it. I think I had issues with that the other day. I tried, but it wouldn't let me. So I just put it in the actual copy here. Just go join the Facebook group. And whatever your Facebook group offers, just tell that in the actual section there. So join the Facebook group. So we're good here now. We have top of funnel. The focus is to get them into the Facebook group. I want to finesse the copy a little bit more than that. Join our marketing hacks group to get, because I think in the video I talk about a resource in the group to get the 7 tips to generating leads for your business. So, because I think I said in the actual, I did. I said in the video that there's a tool inside of the, you can actually see it right there. There's a tool inside of the group called 7 Tips on How to Generate Leads for Your Business. So they have a reason to essentially join the group. There's some sort of offer. So, you want to get them to watch the video, but even if they don't watch 50% of the video, I can still get them into a Facebook group. And this will allow me to communicate with them and warm them up. Because like I said, the top of funnel is the know, the middle of the funnel is the like, the bottom of the funnel is the trust. So you want to get people to know you, like you, and trust you. And this is how you do it online. Website URL honestly isn't really like my goal right now is not for conversion. My goal is to get people to watch the video. So I always recommend at the top of funnel in order to get the best possible qualified leads, it's just to leave the call to action off. Like you can if you want to, but the goal, like I said, is to get people to take an action and watch the video. So if it looks like an ad, then if they're less likely to watch the video. So that's what I always recommend. So we'll leave that off there. Difficulties generating these for your business. And then essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to confirm. And as it's confirming, you can see now I have top of funnel problem, lead generation. Perfect. So now we're good there. So now what we're going to do, say for example, so this is my campaign. So I check it off here and say for example, within the campaign, I want to change up the actual within the campaign, I want to change up who I target. So I want to run almost like a split test in between whether it be page admin. So say for example, I want to target business owners, people who recognize them like aren't necessarily page admins. They might be business owners, but they're not page admins. And you'll have to dive a little deeper and figure out who is interacting with your ads the best. Like I said, test, learn, figure out what's working and what doesn't work. So what we're going to go from here is I'm going to change up rather than it saying page admins, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to type in, what am I typing in here? Let's say business owner. That's my avatar. So from there, Canada, I know that there's still 25 to 65 I'm going after, just using this as an example. And then from there, I want to sub-segment here, detail targeting, and I'm just going to type in business owner, interest, business owner. So this is a little bit more difficult. When I run these ads, I essentially, here, how do I do this here? So business owner, small business owners. Because there's so many different ways that people identify as business owners, I try to add a few here. So you just got to kind of test things and figure out what works and what doesn't work. Same thing, make sure that you're running ads in the feed, not anywhere else at the top of funnel. Optimize for 10-second video views. And then from there, I'm just going to click publish. It's going to run the same type of ad because I haven't changed the actual ad. So I haven't changed the creative. I haven't done that. I know that the creative is going to work because I just need short copy more than anything. I'm not worried too much about copy. I know that my video, because we already created the structure for the video, the problem, the symptom, the fear, the cause, the offer, and we want to get people to watch the video. The video is going to do the majority of the work. The copy is very, very simple in this. The goal is to get them into a Facebook group at the top of the funnel so you can communicate with them on an ongoing basis. And then from there, you can see here, there you go. Now, say for example, you wanted to change your your ad copy, you wanted to test something, you just literally click duplicate, and this would essentially duplicate the ad. And I could change up the ad copy if I wanted. I could do whatever I could really do whatever I wanted here. Now, I'm not going to do that because at the top of the funnel, there's really no point right now because, like I said, the copy's short. Like take some time, think about what you're going to write. Take your time on this. Don't rush this. The next step that I want to do here is I want to show you. So, for example, like I could technically create my own social proof, like from a comment standpoint on here. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click edit, and I'm going to click this little guy here. And I can actually, this is where, say for example, you get a post and you get a bunch of people commenting, and because you're not necessarily going to get notifications that people are commenting. You have to go into Ads Manager and keep a track of this within your ads. So you want to click Facebook post with comments. And what's going to happen here is it's going to bring me to the page in which the actual ad sits. So you can see here. So sometimes what people will do is, say for example, you're talking about leads and you have other videos of people saying, some good things about you. Like I know that we on Vimeo have, testimonials. So sometimes I'll post 2 to 3 testimonials in the comment section, or if I have screenshots of different things, like I might have a screenshot of a Google My Business review. I'm going to post that in the comments because I'm creating my own social proof. As the people are seeing this and they click on the ad, it's going to bring them down to a point where, here, I'm going to show you as an example. Let's go and we'll just type in Studio PTBO here. Oh, that's Proposify. We're going to type in Studio PTBO. I'm going to show you something really quick here because I think it would be really cool. So you have 10 Google reviews. So what I could literally do here is I could copy here and I could just post this. So there's Shamong Family Dental. They gave us a review a little while ago. Thank you, Shamong Family Dental. And then what I could do is in the comments, I could literally attach a photo. I click screenshot, and then I attach the photo there, and I just literally like that. Yeah. Check this out. And then it attaches the photo right there. So I would probably want to word that a little bit better, testimonial from Shamong Family Dental or something like that. But I'm going to delete that, and that actually stick to the actual post there. So you're creating almost your own social proof. Definitely really highly recommend that. If you have any type of reviews already for your business, social proof is massive on any type of ad. The next step and the next thing we're going to move into here, you can see that that's all set to go. You're going to see that the actual ad itself is in review. It's going to take probably about a day for everything to actually physically go through. Sometimes it could be an hour. It all depends how, I'm still waiting on this Hydra video, which we'll talk about a little later on. I'm still waiting for this thing to actually go through. It's in review. It's been in review for about a day now, about a day or two. So top of funnel, and within your analytics, the only other thing I'll mention is you want to make sure that you actually change your analytics. You can update your days. So that's within top of funnel. The other thing I'm going to add here is, say for example, you want to see different things in the back end. Like say for example, I wanted to track 50% video views. I'd click this button here because we know that that's one of our goals is 50% video views. So I'm going to literally go custom columns, and then from there, from here, I'm going to type in, I'm not typing anything. I'm just going to literally put 50% video views. And then this will actually show me the 50% video views. So you can see here in my top of funnel so far today, I've had 4 50% video views on $5. So pretty good, getting 10% return on my investment on video views out of the gate there. Yeah, 10%, 10 cents per 10-second video view, which isn't bad. So you can see that there. That just gives you the ability, and there's other things that you can track as well. You can add it into there. So I can literally add my relevance score. I can add really whatever I want to add. CPM, if you're an analytic type of person. The biggest thing you want to get in the top of funnel is you want to drive as much traffic to the 50% video view mark as you possibly can. So yeah, like I said, like, caption your video. There's different programs out there like Rev. There's a program where you could literally type it into directly into here. Actually, let me go in and show you that really quickly here. So say, for example, we have an ad and so if we're back in our ad set section, we can actually go in here. I have it installed there, but I can actually customize the video. And then from there, I can actually add captions in here. So I can generate automatically. I can let Facebook review and then generate captions automatically, and Facebook review for accuracy, or I can upload my own. So like these are essentially like generate automatically. This is great because I can actually physically type out the captions. Like I said, 85% of video on social is watched without audio. So this is super important. So this is a way for you to get captions for free. Doesn't cost you anything. You literally just got to watch the video. And then you just stop and then you just write it out. So that's another thing that you want to do. Like I said, 85% of video is watched without audio. So make sure you do that. That's a little nugget for you. But that's really top of the funnel. So I hope that that was super helpful. We're going to dive more deeper into this, and we're going to, on the group call, we're going to focus on top of funnel training to make sure that everything is set up properly for you. If you have any questions, ask them in the Facebook group. And like I said, I hope you found this useful today, and we will see you soon.